Hi, welcome to my channel. It's Angel. I'm so excited to bring you girls this video today. Today I have a lot to catch you girls up on and talk about, and I don't even know where to begin, but I have my phone right here. I took a few notes of everything that I want to just share with y'all. So let's get into it. I think today is going to be a very exciting, inspirational, motivational video, and I just know it's going to be a good one. So grab your notepad, grab your popcorn, or whatever you like to do to make yourself right at home, and let's just get into it, girls. The very first thing that I want to share with you girls is that I have a few life updates to announce in this chapter that I am in. I had to document this. I was just thinking recently, what am I doing not sharing my story, not documenting these moments, because I'm cherishing this time so much, and there are so many moments in my past I wish I had put on camera so that one day I can come back in the future and see how far I've grown, and also share these moments and memories with my future children and generations if YouTube is still accessible to the next generation, which I believe it should be. I'm hoping so. My life updates, I'm going to share in chronological order how everything has happened for me. 2026 has been a year, okay? It's been a great year for me, and I just want to say how blessed I am. I'm so thankful. I'm grateful to be here where I am, especially knowing where I started from. I went to school, I went to college, I graduated from a four-year university, and I was a first-generation college student. I typically don't tell people that just because it comes with so much shame, and I just never felt comfortable embracing my full identity. But at this given moment in my life, I don't really care what others think of me. I'm more so looking for people who I can inspire, and people that feel that they've been in my same position, and people who can relate to me. So yes, I was a first-generation college student, so first in my family to attend and graduate college. Well, sorry, not first to attend, because my mother did attend, she just did not finish. So I graduated, that was December 2024. So 2025, the year after, I could not gain employment. So I got my first full-time job, January 2026. Right at the beginning, and that career changed my entire life completely for the better. It has moved mountains and done so many great things to me that I didn't even know was possible in such a short period of time. So after gaining full-time employment, I was able to secondly get approved for an apartment, which I'm in right now. I'm in my bedroom of my new apartment, and it is a luxury apartment. So not only did I get approved for a apartment, I got approved for a luxury apartment. And if you girls want to know more about how to get approved for your first apartment, I can make a video on that as well. Just comment below if you're interested. But this video is not focused particularly on that, or else it would go on a bit too long, because I can be a little bit chatty. So I got an apartment. I just want to dance and scream and shout every day I wake up, and I'm like, wow, I did it. Because for so long I've always wanted to live on my own, no roommates, no guarantors, no man, no family handouts, none of that. So I kind of did this pretty much on my own, and I'm just once again grateful, blessed to be here, and I love it so far. I live in such a great home, a great area, great place. It's like a dream come true. I feel that my apartment is just perfect for me. I love the community. I love everything about it. And I just want to thank God, because I found the perfect home for me. Or as long as I've been here, it's felt like I've made a great choice. I have no regrets. It's been great so far. moving into an apartment, you have a few doubts and second guessing, but I did not feel that at all since I've been here, and I'm just so overjoyed. I can't describe the way I feel, because when you're searching for apartment homes, you look at so many different areas until you find the one, and this one felt like the one for me. I just knew when I seen it, it was it. Because first off, God's timing. Let's talk about it. I searched all over for apartments for a year long, a year plus actually. I didn't find this apartment until I believe mid-April or the beginning of April. I don't necessarily remember, but it was between the end of March to mid-April, somewhere in that phase of this year. I went, I toured the home, I loved it. I liked the community as well, the people in the community leasing managers, people that worked there, they seemed very professional. And that's important to me. That makes your place. It's not just about where you live. You want to make sure that you can rely on the people that are working there to carry out your needs if you need something done. So I went out on a whim. As soon as I toured, about a week or two later, I applied. I got approved. I got approved for the very last unit. She said it was the last one, so it was kind of a rush, but I was skeptical a little bit at first because as much as I wanted to move out, I got scared. I was like, oh my God, now I'm scared and I just got approved for an apartment. I think I was just worried for no reason because I was worried about the what if I make the wrong choice? What if this happens? What if this happens? And let me tell you, girl, you just have to do it. You just have to face your fears. Go out there, get things done. I'm telling you, you will feel so much better. It will feel like a weight lifted off your shoulder when you're just out there making decisions for yourself, following your heart instead of what's in your mind. If it feels right in your heart, you know you're making a good decision. I was afraid for probably the first 3 days, and then I got over it. I got so over it, and now I'm comfortable in my apartment. I love it. I love being alone. It's great. So that's the first amazing thing that happened to me. Oh, no. Second amazing thing that happened to me, because the first one is I got my first full-time job, and that made me financially stable. And then my second one is I got approved for my apartment home, luxury apartment home in a great city. And the third thing is I got a brand new car. I'm on my third car now. And I like my car, and I did something new. I wanted to let go of my past. I wanted to feel like a whole brand new person, and that I did. So I got a vehicle that I've never driven before. I got a SUV crossover. I went from the sedans to a big girl car, and I just love I love it. I'm such a mature woman. That's what I get sometimes, like, oh, you're so mature, and it's because I am. I get that a lot. So I like the big comfortable feeling of an SUV crossover. It's kind of like a mommy car, but I don't have no children. Big mother, no children, okay? None at all. It's just me and my big girl car. All this space, moving around. I like her. She's really cute, and she's black. I thought I wanted a white car for so long, but I got a black car. And when I went to tour cars, I wasn't even looking for this vehicle. It was looking for me. It was looking for me because when I went there, I was actually going to get a sedan, and I was going to get like an older model vehicle, and it was sold. Okay, that's the truth. It was sold when I got there. So the salesperson was like, okay, we can show you some other vehicles. And I was just thinking, I was being stubborn. I was like, look, I wanted this one car. It's not here. So I don't know. I don't know. I'm probably going to go somewhere else. And he showed me a couple of vehicles, and oh my God, I just fell in love with the current car that I have now. I fell so in love, and I didn't even realize because I took so many photos of the vehicle when I was at the dealership that day. I did leave that day, and when it was time for me to go back for a vehicle, I wasn't fully confident, but I ended up getting the vehicle that I snapped like 10 photos of. And when I was going back in the phone, I was trying to look for other photos of other vehicles, and I was like, wait, I only have this one. I was like, maybe that means something. Maybe that means that's the one you want. That has to be the reasoning behind it. So I went back for my vehicle probably a few days later, and I secured the deal. I got the purchase, and I got approved for a car. So I was just so grateful, so humbled, so blessed again. Oh my god, this year has just been great. A whole bunch of wonderful things have been happening in my life. New things. I feel like a whole brand new woman in this new phase, this new chapter. The other day I was on the phone with my sister. She said, you're just a grown woman in a little body. She said, you're a grown woman in a little body. And it's so true. I feel so grown all the time. And I like that about myself. I get complimented, or it's not really a compliment, but a lot of people tell me that I seem older than I am, or like mature, and I could get used to that, okay? I did a lot of work to get here, I will say. I feel like I've always been a little bit more mature, but definitely in this phase and chapter of my life, I think is definitely starting to show. So those are the 3 great, amazing, life-changing things that have happened to me thus far. And what else? Oh, see, this is why you need your notes. So the very last thing is, so like I mentioned, I went to undergrad, university, 4 years, okay? So while I was in school, I was studying to work in the medical profession, have a medical career, and I ended up applying for 2 nursing schools. I did not get in. This was in 2024. I applied, and I found out that I did not get in, or I found out that I did not get in 2025 at the beginning of the year. And I was like, oh my god, what am I gonna do? I don't know. Am I gonna go back and apply again? Am I gonna just start a new path, or you know, whatever? So I was just doing that back and forth for a while, but I kept looking at a whole bunch of different nursing schools, and I just decided to apply for one this year because I figured that it was probably best for me to do long-term for a career, and I think it would grow on me or make me more happy than the career that I'm in right now. Yeah, instead of like working my way from the bottom all the way up, you know, when they say climbing the corporate career ladder. I don't know if that's something that speaks to me particularly, or maybe it's a time thing. I'm not certain, but I do know I had all of the credits I needed for nursing school, and they expire in 5 years at their graduation, and I was going on 2.5, 3 years. So I said, look, are you going to do this or not? I had to be real with myself, and I just decided we're going to do it. Or going to do it. Once again, following my heart, trusting my intuition, what's within, and just hoping that I'm making the right decision. So I did get accepted into a nursing program recently, and I start in a couple of weeks. So y'all are probably gonna see more content on that if you all would like, or if I even decide to share that side. I think a lot of people would be interested in a nursing career, so I'll most likely end up sharing it. I hope I like it. I really do. I've worked in hospital before one time, but it was like years ago. It was so long ago, so I don't have like a lot of memory of it, but I do know when I was exposed to blood for the first time, it kind of freaked out. I was like, oh my god. And the doctor was like, if you need to leave, if you feel like you're gonna pass out, just it's okay, you can step out the room. And I was trying to be strong. I was like, I'm just gonna stay here, when really I felt like I was going to pass. I feel like I was gonna pass out, but I'm gonna have to get really used to blood exposure. I really am, because if this is gonna be my career, I'm gonna be doing this every day, multiple times out the day. So just kind of have to get used to it. But it's so funny how your whole body just feels like numb, like you're gonna pass out when you're exposed to someone else's blood, but in a clinical setting. It's different than like seeing someone scrape their leg or get a small bruise or cut. It's so different. I'll explain what I was watching specifically. I worked in an OBGYN clinic and I was watching a Nexplanon, I believe that's what it's called, or a birth control device be removed from someone's arm. So it had to be a small incision. The doctor went in and she cut the patient's arm open and she was removing it and replacing it. Oh my God. I can feel the heat. I'm having flashbacks. I'm having flashbacks. But like I said, I feel like that type of thing will grow on me. I didn't pass out in the room, of course. I kind of got over it. When I was first exposed, I felt something, but then it got better. So yeah. I do plan on working in an OBGYN unit when I become a nurse or after I graduate, but I'm not certain. Either OBGYN or pediatrics. Those are my top two. But okay, girls, that's all the great news for 2026. Oh my gosh, I just feel like so many amazing things have happened to me. And the year is not even over. I'm sorry, y'all. I scream when I'm excited. I scream when I'm excited. And I remember one time one of my friends heard me scream like when I was excited. They thought something was wrong. I was like, no, I'm just super happy. I'm just super happy, okay? So, and the year's not even over. We're only 8 months. Oh, 8 months, exactly, because August just started. It's August 1st. We're 8 months into the year. And so many great things have just happened for me once again. Blessed is the only word that can describe this feeling. It's so real. But okay, so what's next? What is the girl planning on doing next? Oh, it's a lot of things. So first and foremost, well, we're gonna save this one for last. We're gonna save this one for last because it's a little spicy, it's a little juicy. Okay, so first thing I'll mention is posting consistently on YouTube. I want to share my journey more with the world. I have missed so many phases and chapters of my life that I could have been videoing, and I want to do that this year. That's my goal. So posting consistently on YouTube for the month of August, hopefully every day. Just a quick chit chat if I can, to vlog my process and journey and share it. Second, girl, I have been thinking about this so much. The second thing, I'm trying to transition from like saddie to baddie. Well, not that I'm sad, but like, I don't know. I'm trying to spice up my look a little bit more. So right now, I'm a little natural. I am natural for the most part. I have no makeup on my face. I have on mascara, I have on eyebrows, and I have on lip gloss. To me, that's very natural. I think makeup to me is when you're putting on a foundation and a concealer. If I don't have foundation and concealer, I'm gonna say I don't have on makeup. I'm gonna say I'm natural because that's what it is. This little thing, this eyebrow, it makes a small difference, okay? And you know, I feel like I look cute, I look fine. Okay, it's giving dainty. It's cute, but what I'm planning on doing this year is getting more back into glam. I used to be such a glam girl. I used to do like my lashes. The girl used to have her lashes done. I feel like I was more diva. And I think I want to get back to that aesthetic, just a little bit more diva-esque. I kind of miss her. She was a moment. She was really a moment. So I'm bringing her back. I want to wear lashes again potentially. I do like the natural look with my natural lashes, and I feel that I've worked so hard to grow out my lashes. No peptide, no lash serums, just letting them breathe. I've done that. I've put in the work. I've done that, but extensions would not hurt. They would not hurt. I think they would only serve me justice. They would do me a favor and a benefit. So I think I'm going to go back to the classic natural lash set for extensions. When I first started lash extensions, I think about 10 years ago almost. Oh, not 10. I'm not that old. I'm sorry. My math is so off. Oh, probably 8 years ago. That's the truth. I believe I got my first lash extension set. I was probably a junior in high school. So yeah, about 8 years ago. I started with classics and then I grew from classics to hybrid. And I think maybe like a hybrid volume. I don't think I've ever touched a volume. That's not my aesthetic, but I think I'm gonna go back to a classic set, like a 15-16 doll eye. That was my jam, okay? I need that back in my life, because when I wake up in the morning and I look in the mirror, my lashes are on, my confidence is already accelerated. Yes, love your natural beauty. Don't get me wrong. Love yourself. Love your natural beauty, your natural God-given everything. Lashes, brows, skin, yes. But I need my lashes done. I need my lashes back. I need to wake up and feel like, yes, you're that girl. Yes. Look at her. Sexy, gorgeous, fierce, you know? And when I look in the mirror today, I feel like gorgeous, dainty, which is not a problem. I just want my lashes back. So makeup I'm also working on. I think I'm needing to find a new makeup, like foundation. Oh my God, I just don't know. My skin tone is very unique. I don't even know what foundation I could use or concealer, but I need to find one. So yeah, you guys are probably gonna see a little bit of my makeup journey too, because I need to get back into it, because I just want to feel more polished. That's the perfect word. I want to feel more polished, put together. Polished and put together. That's how I would like to feel, and just more well maintained, clean and groomed. And I believe makeup could do that for me. I will have to take good care of my skin in the meantime, because I do know I have sensitive skin. So at the same time I'm doing more makeup and finding new makeup routines, I'm actually gonna have to find new skincare routines to make sure that the makeup is not breaking out my skin, because I do have sensitive skin. Okay, so we talked about makeup, we talked about consistently posting on YouTube. So 2 more things to talk about. What's next? So this is so freeing for me to talk about, but I feel like this year has really been my grown woman era, entering my grown woman phase chapter. And I've also healed so much internally. I think that's so important to talk about. Are you really a grown woman if you're not healed, if you're not releasing your wounds, if you're not confronting yourself and your past and your problems head on? I've done so much work over the years, and I'm actually seeing them pay off so much this year. I've been so free in making so many choices that in the past I would have never had the confidence to do, never been bold enough to do, never felt woman enough to do. And I've confronted so many things and faced so many of my fears this year. And it's because I have healed my wounds. So I am so thankful for that. So some of the wounds that I healed, I've been working a lot on my anxiety, just putting myself out there, using my voice more. Secondly, I had to heal my internal wounds that I had from my upbringing. Of course, I had somewhat of a masculine wound in my life, and I had to work on that. And I feel that I'm finally letting it go and just letting things be and seeing things for the better, changing my whole entire outlook and perspective on life. So really, I've worked on my feminine energy, of course, and that I feel is why I'm getting so many compliments about my womanhood. It's because I've worked so much on my feminine energy for years. And I can finally show up freely as myself. And I used to have this thing where I would compare myself so much to other people and then other women, which is not healthy. So I learned to just accept me for who I am, and I work on me only and cheer myself on for where I'm at, and I just keep going, and that has been great. So what I'm planning to do now that I feel like I've healed myself a lot, and I'm just entering a new phase, a new chapter where I fully trust myself and my standards are high and my boundaries are set, and I know my worth, I know what I deserve, I know what I want, and I could just verbalize it so clearly. I'm looking to date for a long-term relationship. I am looking for a long-term relationship, okay? That's my next step. And I know the girls are all like, I hate men, ill men right now. I need a man. I need a man. I need a man. I need a man. I want to be like my man, my man, my man, my man. Or more like my husband, my husband. I don't know. Maybe my husband could wait for a while, but I know right now I need a man. Like a long-term relationship is something I am actively, well, not actively yet, but I will be soon actively searching for. So some dating content will soon come, and I cannot wait for that because dating is fairly new to me. I'm not an expert at it. I'll be honest. I am no expert at dating. I'm not the girl that goes on 3 dates a week, 10 dates a month. That's not me. So I'm just so excited to experience what dating is like, dating different men from different backgrounds, and I can't wait to be treated like a princess and spoiled and finding the true match for me, because I have to get real. There's no rush on commitment. There's no rush on love. There's no rush on life and formulating your family. But my age is getting steep. So I have to start now. I was just really thinking to myself, you have to start at some point. You cannot find anyone if you're going to be keeping yourself away from the world. So I have to put myself out there more. Something I really want as a woman is a family. I want children. And not only do I want children, I want my children to be raised in a fixed family home. So that's something that's very, very, very important for me. That's a really big value of mine. So I have to date intentionally. I'm not saying that I'm just actively looking for my husband and the man that's going to be my child's father. No, not exactly, but it's just more intentional dating, making things make perfect sense, and having set expectations and setting myself up for success and setting my children up for success. So that's something that I am working on for the remainder of the year, and I cannot wait for that. I feel like that's something that's kind of missing right now from my life right now. Is just romance, and I want that in my life. So that's everything. So everything that I have remaining to talk about is just what I'm excited for the end of the year and the lessons that I've learned for this year. So I believe I'll talk about maybe the lessons that I learned, and then keep the end of the year excitement and last to end it off on like a great note. So the lessons that I learned this year. Okay, I've been going to church this year, okay? I have, not consistently, but I went a few times, and I feel that a lot of the lessons that I got from this year were from church. So the first and foremost thing I remember learning this year was when I was at a church sermon, and in the middle of the church sermon, I just was really wanting to know what I was sent to church for today. I felt like there was a really monumental lesson for me to learn, and I just knew I was called to go to church this morning for some reason. So what the pastor said in the sermon was to use your talents. Use what God has given to you and multiply what he has given you. And that was something that I really needed to hear, because I'm the type of person who will delay my own potential, self-sabotage myself, and I've done this so much in the past, self-sabotaging myself, and it's just hindered my growth so much, because there were times I did not believe in my own capabilities, and I didn't feel like I was it, like I wasn't the it girl or that girl, and I let myself be small and shriek in the background, and I would be nice to other women and be nice to other people and give praise to others, and I never really gave it to myself. I never really clapped for myself. I really never cheered myself on, and I never really looked at what was special about me. But when I went to church, that was just the last revelation I really needed, because I've been working on my relationship internally and recognizing my strengths, giving myself credit for the amazing things that I have done and what God has blessed me with and who I am as a woman. So he said, use your talents, and specifically he said the talents that you should use. He just gave a few examples, and one of them he used was beauty. So something for me, he said, if you're beautiful, you need to be using your beauty. And I've always been told I was beautiful my entire life, and I don't know why, I just never felt super beautiful. But now in this phase, I just want to own my beauty and use it in any way that I can. And I get told I'm beautiful almost weekly, so it has to mean something. So that's a talent of mine that I really plan on multiplying this year and using it for the better, because I don't want to be, older and regretting not using it, because beauty is only such a small phase in your chapter, because you're not always going to be beautiful. You know that song by Lana Del Rey? It's like, will you still love me when I'm no longer young and beautiful? Yeah, I listened to that song. It's like, wow, we really do age one day. We really do grow up. And when you're young, you feel like you're going to be young forever. You feel like you're going to be in this moment forever, but time just moves so fast. And I don't want to waste any more moments. I don't want to live with regret in the future. So yeah, something I really plan on doing is just using the beauty that God has blessed me with, God has given me, and then people have loved me and both hated me for it. So something else I've learned, okay, so this goes back to the healing of the masculine wound. So another church service that I went to, this was so funny because you guys, I've mixed my days up. If you know anything about me, I'm not like a big going out person, night person. So every night can feel kind of the same for me. So I accidentally went to church on a Saturday morning because I thought it was Sunday. I thought it was a Sunday. I really thought it was a Sunday. So when I showed up to the service, I was so confused why it wasn't a whole bunch of cars in the parking lot. I was looking like, what's going on? Where's everyone at? And then when I went into the church, I only seen women. Was very confused. So I finally asked someone that I've seen before actually, and I said, okay, what's going on? Where is everyone at? Why can't I go into service? The service said it starts at this time online. I thought I was late, but no one's here. And they said, okay, well, this is for the Sunday service. And then I looked at my phone. I said, oh my God, I am so embarrassed. I thought it was Sunday. I was at church on a Saturday morning, but let me tell you all, I was right on time for a women's circle, and it was all the women in the church that were there. And when I tell you I really needed this chat, I went to church really on the perfect day because I really need this. So at the very end, there was a moment in the service where the woman, she's the first lady, she wasn't a pastor, but she was the first lady of the church. She talked about how she healed her wounds from her father, and she said that she was given a message one day that your father wasn't trusted by the Lord to steward you. And that really spoke to me. So hearing that message just made it clear to me that I will be okay, and I am okay, and God does everything intentionally and with reason. And things happen the way they needed to. That was just great for me to hear. And that was a big lesson that I needed, especially at this phase in this chapter in my life. So yeah, another thing I put is trust God's timing. Trust yourself as well. Don't procrastinate, just make a decision. Meaning, don't just think about what you're going to do so much that you don't even have a choice, because you're over here thinking, should I do this? Should I do that? What should I do? And you're just stalling and delaying when you could be acting on something. You really just need to make a decision, move forward, trust yourself in the process, and keep going, because action is the best way to get results in this lifetime. It's the best way to have success. It's the best way to accelerate your growth. It's the best way to go out and encounter miracles, encounter people that will take you to the next level in life. Action, doing things, getting up, making it happen. So really just stop procrastinating so much, stop holding yourself back, and just make a choice to do something with your time, in your day, in your energy, and you will thank yourself forever. The last thing I put on here is everything falls into place. And I'm sure I've learned other great lessons. These were just a few ones that I really was just jotting down before I started the video. And I just wanted to say everything falls into place, because where I was last year, I was going to give up on everything. I was going to give up on myself. my potential. I just had so little faith. I was gonna give up on God. I was gonna give up on everything just because I had no hope, and I was comparing myself to everyone, and I thought that God had forgotten about me. I thought that I wasn't worthy, I wasn't deserving. I thought that I was just a waste of beauty, a waste of energy, a waste of intelligence. So to end the video, I just wanted to share what I'm really excited about the end of the year, or what I'm really excited for about the end of the year. So first and foremost, I'm excited about my favorite season coming up. I love Christmas. I love Christmas, and I just feel like this year, the end of this year, is going to be so beautiful. I feel like it's going to be indescribable or indescribable how amazing and how much joy I will feel at the end of this year during Christmas time. I could just feel how great it will be for me. So I'm excited about Christmas. I'm excited about Christmas content. I'm excited about decorating my apartment and showing you all my Christmas wonderland, my winter wonderland home, because I love the holidays. So I'm excited about family. I'm excited about presents. Who would I be if I did not mention presents? I love gifts. I love gifts. So I'm super excited about that. And yeah, so that's amazing. I'm also excited about just seeing my growth at the end of the year from now. So this is my first official video documenting my growth. So at the end of the year, I want to look back and see how much I did grow in these 4 months, if I did any. So much could happen in such little time, so don't doubt yourself. Don't doubt what could happen in your life and what God could have in store for you, because anything could happen. Things could happen overnight. If you really just believe and trust they will, things could work out for you. So I'm really getting that this year, that things can work out for you in a snap of a finger, at the blink of an eye. If you just trust and believe, they will fall together. They will fall into place. So thirdly, I hope to have a new career outcome at the end of the year, maybe in content creation, because right now I work in a full-time job, but maybe at the end of the year I can formally income from creating content somehow. I'm not quite sure yet. Maybe just consistency, maybe helping women, maybe consistency in my content creation. I have so many passions with what I want to do with making content. Maybe I could do them all, but I feel like that would be too much. I'm not certain, but I do know that I want to take content creation more full-time, more seriously. It's something that I've just always had a passion for. It is something that's always just really excited me, especially since I was super young, and I wake up and think about content creation like every day and how I want to be a content creator. So hopefully at the end of this year, that could work for me. My dream could come true. And fourthly, I just want to live my life to the fullest. I want to be blessed every day. I want to be grateful every day. I want to be happy every day, waking up and counting my blessings in life and focusing on where I am at today and not what happened in my past, what I missed out on, what I wish happened for me, what didn't happen. You know, I used to be a person that was really stuck in my past. So this year I want to be focused on what I have at the given moment in front of me. I want to be focused on who I am today, and I don't want to waste any more time obsessing over what went wrong and who I used to be and what I could have done with who I used to be back then. So yeah, I just want to be present. I want to be grounded for the rest of the year. And I believe I can do that if I use my time efficiently and I make time for joy and being present and counting my blessings instead of stressing and looking at things more negatively. Because life, like I said so many times in this video, you really do have to cherish it because it goes by so quick. You miss so many moments if you are thinking about the wrong things, if you're living in your mind, if you're bed rotting, if you are living with resentment and regret and past anguish that you have not let go of, you waste so much time that way. It's no way to live. It steals all of your joy. It steals every bit of joy you have living that way. So I just want to live my life to the fullest, live freely, and embrace what I have now, embrace who I am now. And that's another message that's been speaking to me so much. Enjoy where you are right now. Enjoy the now. And it's so bittersweet because there were so many times I look back in the past and I wasn't enjoying my now, but my now was great. But I was just so focused on what am I gonna do next? Where am I gonna go next? And I was also focused on, okay, well, what was behind that I could have focused more on? I was so focused on those two things, living in the past, living in the future, that I could not focus on where I was today in the moment. And I had so many beautiful things to feel joy about and to feel grateful for and to be happier than ever about and to take full advantage of, that I could not because I was so focused on what was behind me and what's next. So today I'm living presently. Today I am focused on myself, and we're just going to do that every day when we wake up, express as much gratitude for the day and just keep living that way, because time is to be cherished and time is bittersweet. And the last thing I put on here is that I couldn't help so many days this year but feeling like one day I'll regret not taking full advantage and not putting myself out there, not doing the things that are fearful for me, not doing the things that would make my life complete, my dreams come true. I don't really want to waste any more time, and I just want to live freely and be myself and live authentically and be happy and proud of myself and the woman I've become. And that's what I'm doing. So yes, girls, that's my video for today. I'm so glad that you all could join me. I hope you all enjoyed this video, but most importantly, I really hope you girls took something from this video today. This video, for the most part, was super organic and unscripted, so it was really speaking from the heart. Remember, anything could happen for you. Miracles are so possible for you. There is a limitless life of blessings, miracles, opportunities, and just anything your heart desires. Keep living, keep going. Do not give up on yourself. Love who you are, water yourself, cherish yourself. I'm so big on pouring into yourself. Really, pour into you, love on you, and just keep the momentum and the faith that you need as a woman. Okay, well, I hope you girls enjoyed. I'll see y'all on the next video.